Good evening, everyone. Right now it's 7:08 on February 15th. Oh, I just heard CJ's visiting today. It sounds like he's here to relax, but he'll be interested to sell stuff. Let's all have a lovely day. Well, hello, y'all, and welcome back to Animals Crossing. Oh my gosh. Let's check our Mago phone. Post box. We got a Choco Latte heart, a Carnival mask, and a letter from Marshall. Maybe Marshall is our Valentine. Our super special somebody. Praise be unto Helix. So we're looking for fossils and not fossils. Other things, like a money tree. And I'm sure there's other stuff. There always is. So I guess I should just get this out of the way. What? I know for a fact I watered that. Whatever. So yesterday I did not stream Animal Crossing. Yesterday, right? You know, I've already been threatening not to do Animal Crossing on Mondays just because of how busy I am on Mondays. And then with Valentine's Day on top of that, I was like, nope, we're not doing Animal Crossing. So yeah, I just didn't do Animal Crossing. And yeah, it was nice. It was nice to just relax. You know, do some other stuff. And there was even a point where I probably could have streamed. Like, later into the night. Like, after, like, 9. But I was like, nah, you know, I'm just gonna take this time. And I listened to my audiobook. I actually finished my audiobook for what it matters. That was nice. I finished my audiobook. And that means I'm now on to the next one. Starting its sequel. Yay! And it's just as long. So, yeah, I've got my work cut out for me with new audiobook. That's... yeah. But yeah, it is important to, you know, just sometimes just take some time for yourself. I know daily Animal Crossing, like... I mean, technically the time you take for yourself is the time between Animal Crossing every day. But, Again, I proved I could do every day in a year. I don't need to do that again. Now I'm just playing at my own pace and doing what I want. So if I miss a day, it's no big deal. Never has been... Not this season. Not in Season 2. I mean, we missed Thanksgiving. We missed Christmas. It's no big deal. Now, I know Festival is coming up. For some reason, I thought Festival might be today. I guess not. I think last year Festival was today. Unless Festival was today and I'm just playing the game too late and I missed it. But I feel like there would have been like some sort of like announcement or something. Like I feel like I should have seen something that was like, hey, Festival's today. But so far, I've gotten nothing. Yeah, the last thing was the fishing tournament on January 2nd. I mean, the festival lights are here. It's just nothing has happened with them. That's really conspicuous, you know? Yeah, no, I enjoyed my day off yesterday. Just relaxing. You know, it's important. No, I mean, and like I didn't even play like Legends Arceus or anything like that. So yeah, I need to start playing that more. Because I realized it's like, oh, well, I keep saying like, oh, well, after I beat Legends Arceus, you know, I got to go back to Disco Elysium. Actually, no. What I gotta go back to is Horizon Zero Dawn, because its sequel comes out on Friday, and it's been getting pretty good reviews. I think it's sitting at like a 91 on Metacritic or something like that. Or again, I usually use OpenCritic, but I couldn't even tell you what the OpenCritic score is at the moment. I just saw it in the Nibelion tweet, and that's about it. Yeah, sure, I can give Peck a gift. But yeah, so the Horizon Forbidden West is right around the corner. And I never beat Horizon Zero Dawn, so maybe I should finally beat Horizon Zero Dawn, and that would make sense to be the next game I play, and then do Horizon Forbidden West right afterwards. I do have this darn PSVV, after all. It makes sense that I sit down and play one of the PSV's biggest games to play the PSV's one of its biggest games of the year, and biggest game so far on the system. Yeah, it just kind of makes sense, you know? So I will have to get around to that. Yeah, there was like one other game that comes out soon that it's like, oh yeah, I need to also play this because of that. I don't remember what it is though. I guess it's nothing too. If I can't remember it, I guess it's nothing too important. I know the Uncharted movie comes out on Friday, and I will probably actually see that. I don't like. It is so sad that the video game movie bar, like if you ask like what's the best video game movie, the answers are Detective Pikachu and Sonic, which again are good, enjoyable movies, not amazing movies, but good, enjoyable movies. But they're the bar. They're the closest we have to high quality. Oh, was that Shooting Stars? Yeah, those movies are the closest we have to like high quality video game movies, and they're two of the best, or they are the two best. I don't know. There's like one or two like other smaller things that are like, yeah, this isn't terrible, but Sonic is just okay. But you know, I had fun with it. And, I mean, it was one of, if not the last movie I saw before COVID. I think it was Sonic and Onward were, like, the two last ones I saw. Because, yeah, I did see Onward in theaters. You know, right before they cut all Pixar movies and started releasing them all digital only, or all, yeah, Disney Plus only, which happened like right afterwards. And then there's Detective Pikachu, which I guess the sequel to that fell apart. Like, the sequel to Detective Pikachu was going to happen. I think they should, like, I don't think we need it. Like, I think they should just make a Pokemon movie. Right? I'm sure they're, like, I don't need another, like, Ash Ketchum, Pikachu the movie sort of thing. But just tell a new story in the universe of Pokemon. It doesn't have to be Detective Pikachu. I'm sure you can think of something, Pokemon. Yeah, you use Pokemon as, like, a storytelling device. Or, use it as, like, a medium, as a means for expression. And they're just kind of, like, supportive of a narrative. Unless, you know... I mean, just don't do what Beyblade does, which is, like, take things from the real world and then just say, oh, yeah, this real world thing happened, but Beyblades were also there. Oh, Moses parted the Red Sea, but in the Beyblade universe, he parted the Red Sea with a Beyblade. Oh, Jesus was nailed to the cross, but in the Beyblade universe, the cross was a Beyblade, and he span for our sins. I don't know why, but it makes me think of that LeBeybele James, which was like someone like took like a saw and attached one of those like Stretch Armstrong LeBron James Space Jam 2 dolls to it. And yeah, I think he called it LeBeyblade James. Oh god, Beyblade's fucking weird. I know I had a Beyblade. I had like the real, like the metal ones that fucking hurt. Yeah, I ended up losing it, but I don't remember exactly how. Maybe it like fell apart and like I lost one of like the pieces to it, or something. Like something happened to it, but I couldn't tell you the exact specifics. Yeah, but yeah, I was never really into Beyblade. I was never really into Digimon. I did get into Bakugan, but that only lasted for like the first season of the anime, and then I was out. No, probably actually the second season as well. If I remember correctly, they did some interesting, like, there were like evolutions or something like that, and then that's where you got like the square one, which was weird, but yeah. Yeah, Bakugan came out like right as I was starting to get out of that stuff. Like right at the very tail end. But they still make it, I guess. I don't know, you look back at like basically all these collectathon stuff, and it's like, oh, this was just trying to make as much money off of us as possible. This is... actually, this might be real. I think it's fake, but there is a small chance it's real. I don't know, I've seen so many fake variants of this that anything is possible. I don't know, I feel like the legs should be facing the opposite direction for some reason. I feel like there is a chance that no, that is real. Yeah, so and speaking of the Sonic, we've been getting a lot of stuff about the Sonic 2 movie. Specifically, there's one screenshot that came out, and I was just like, oh, crap. That's wild. Like, the Sonic... Like, the more we see of the Sonic 2 movie, the more I'm like, yeah, this is what the first movie should have been, man. And this is looking great. Also, I love how for Valentine's Day, so Eggman in the first movie has an assistant, and he's like, and he tells the assistant in the first movie, like, oh, if you disappear, I wouldn't miss you. And then, and then at the end of the movie, Eggman gets banished into the mushroom dimension. So they put out, like, the clip, in the new movie, Eggman comes back and he goes up to the assistant and he's like, "You don't know how much I've missed you." And it's like, oh, okay. Like, if they're... Like, I see the actor, who plays the assistant, like, retweeting and stuff and, like, joking about the memes all the time. So, like, he's well aware of the joke. But I'm like, yeah, no, because the assistant was actually, I always thought was kind of funny. Like, funny enough. And in this new movie, I'm like, because, like, they had the joke about, like, him being, like, making good at coffee. In the new movie, he has a coffee shop. And I'm like, oh, that's actually, I kind of like that. I don't know, they're definitely implying stuff here. But I'm like, yeah. Yeah, sure, why not? Again, it's still... I don't know. I feel like everyone's got different takes on it, but I was still genuinely surprised when a big part of Venom 2 spent time being like, no, Eddie and Venom are in a gay relationship. This is very gay, and that's a good thing, right? Like, it didn't shy away from this fact. It didn't, like, try to curtail it. No, it was, like, very explicit. And I was like, huh. Not saying it made that movie, like, amazing or anything, but I'm like, yeah, no, honestly, I'm all for it. And yeah, same thing here. If they're making Eggman gay, I'm like, yeah, no, go for it. I mean, I didn't Shadow steal his wife or something like that, and then he pissed on the moon, or... I don't remember the meme. I don't remember how the meme goes. I've still never finished that. It was Penny Parker who did that, right? The fan dub of... was it Sonic 06? Who did the Sonic fan dub. And I started watching it, I was like, oh, okay, this is interesting. And then I never finished it. I always meant to, but I never did. Ooh, it looks stormy here. Hey, it's Goldie! I've been watching a lot of DuckTales, so Goldie makes me think of something completely different. It's Goldie. Oh, and it's Peacockbot, whose name I don't remember. Oh, and it's Dobby. Ooh, we might actually make a house for Dobby. I figured they were setting up for the festival. I mean, I know the clouds look very ominous in the back, but I figured they were setting up for the festival. I don't know what triggers it again, but makes sense. Now, let's go. I guess let's make a house. Sure. I know we had other plans today, but I'm not stressing over it. So yeah, let's make a house. But yeah, no, I'm all. I think the Sonic movie is. I want to say it's either next month or April. But either way, I'm like, no, I think this actually could be great. Cause one of the things, like, okay, I do not like Aaron Hansen, Egoraptor's takes on Sonic. I feel like he gives some terrible takes on Sonic. And it's partially like self-fulfilling prophecy at this point. Like, people expect him to give terrible takes on Sonic. So as a result, he starts giving... Ooh, a cake bakery. Huh, that's interesting. As a result, he has started giving worse takes on Sonic. Robot Factory. Full Time. Dobby, what you got? You know, I can do that. But yeah, I think, like, one of the things he once said about Sonic is that the best thing about Sonic is his personality. But above all of the games, Sonic's best attribute was his personality. And, you know, kind of thinking about it, it's like, I don't entirely agree, but I also don't entirely disagree. So let's see, we're making a hot spring, Author's Retreat, a hot spring. We only have a few places left to build. Here. I think we're going to do it in the snow. Yeah. Old Man Dobby. I kind of have an idea. I've got something I'm cooking up in my dome piece. Yeah, I guess we'll see how that looks. I'm gonna... Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I guess that whole thing about, like, being in, like, a hot tub in the middle of snow, like, it doesn't seem like it'd be warm, or, like, it'd be warm in the hot tub, and then the second you get out, you would, like, instantly freeze. No, I guess the whole thing about being in the hot tub, like, totally works. Like, if you go from the hot tub in the snow, it actually, like, totally works. Okay, so what I want to do... I guess we should actually probably make the room one bigger on each. I'm gonna split the room down the middle. We're gonna use these walls to split the room. I don't think we can actually hit it perfectly. And we're gonna put some of this stuff on one side and some stuff on another side. Do I actually want it to be that forward? I guess we actually could. Let's actually find a wallpaper first. That's actually more what I was thinking of. And then... Yeah, so, yeah, we've broken the room down the middle. Yeah, like that. I like that. So we've got, like, an indoor and an outdoor bath area. Let's see here. So, if that's, like, the indoor... If that's the outdoor, I want an indoor area. That, I guess, could just be, like, bare minimum stuff. Like, I probably want one of these and one of these. Oops. I saw an old-timey radio in here somewheres. Where was that? Yeah, there we go. That looks good on one end. And I like probably this on the other, a paper lantern. Oh, I guess... Actually, it's fine on the other side. I really just... Now I need a table or something. A floor seat. You know what we could do? Yeah, we could make the rooms longer. Ooh. Yeah, I already grabbed one of those. I guess let's grab a Zen low table. A writing set. Yeah, no, we kind of, like, we're tight on room. And I think this takes up, yeah, the same area. I mean, what we could do... And that technically makes everything even. Even doing it like that. So yeah, that works. I saw this dresser here, and I'm fine with that. I still need something up here. A heater. Actually, let's do the Go board. Yeah. And then over here on the bath side, we can do... I saw this, but I also saw the stone bath somewheres in here. So we got that, we got that. It actually does make sense to have. So yeah, you've got a normal, you've got like a wooden bath and a stone bath. I guess let's see what we have for wall decorations. Yeah, hanging scroll, that sounds good to me. Actually, would I rather... Nah, I guess it should go over the table. And then I see this light. Yeah. So yeah, we've got... Oh. I just noticed this. Oops. Yeah, that makes everything just a wee bit more difficult. I mean, I guess it's not that big of a deal. Yeah, I guess it's not that big of a deal. You know, it makes the bath side a little bit bigger. Because I don't think I have any other rugs that will fit. Yeah, it's fine. Now, I know we do have this open area up front, but... I guess we actually just could put some just, like, decorations up there and call it a day. Yeah, you know, just to add some class to things, you know. It's not too complicated, but it's also not complicated. Yeah, I think that's fine. What is this? Oh, it's just a cup of tea. Yeah, so this is our hot spring. We got a place to hot spring, and then we've got an indoor place to do everything else, I guess. Yeah, so like a little indoor place to do everything else. It's fine. It's a little cramped, but whatever. Yeah, it's good. It's good to get Dobby here because he's one of the ones I've been meaning to build a house for, and I think he showed up once before, but we had like something more pressing at the time. Yeah. Yeah, it's weird he never sat at the table, like, working on his writing stuff. That's kind of weird. Oh, shit, I didn't hit plus to take a photo, did I? So I don't think that counts. I think I had to hit plus. And just taking the little... hitting the screenshot button doesn't... Yeah. Alright, I guess let's... I know they gave us these clothes. Did they give us... they only gave us a dark blue casual kimono. I guess green would actually probably be better, but... yeah, they don't give us light, they only give us dark. Or they don't give us dark, they only gave me light. Yeah, no. Even though there were other types in storage. You know, I'm fine working with that. Boom, there we go. Not so hard. Alright, I'm heading back now. Good luck on your writing, Dobby. Good luck becoming the next, Tom Clancy. Because those are totally the types of books Dobby would write. I guess I think pretty low of Dobby. Yeah, I'm finished for the day. I know we could make like a house for Goldie, but I've made so many freaking kitchens. Admittedly, I think I've made one hot springs before. At least I did a similar-ish design one time, but yeah. Because that's just kind of the... Ooh. Oh, look, it's Sam Reich of College Humor. But no. We only have, one slot is reserved for somebody who I've never seen show up. Well, okay, I'm pretty sure I have to invite them, and I've just been too lazy about it. But then I have probably, I'd say I'd love one slot to go to Tammy. I know, and then I think we have 3 more slots after that. So, we might even only have 4 slots total, actually. I don't know, I kind of don't remember. Alright, let's go do the thing with the guy, Captain. Yeah, we'll come back to you. We know you're around, Sasha, and that's what matters. Hey, oh god, and then our bank total reset today because I completely forgot. Like always. Yeah, oh, did I say with Sonic? So, I was talking about Sonic earlier. And I was like, yeah, no, the Sonic movie's good, and the new one looks good. Again, the first movie wasn't amazing, but it was fine, right? Solid, like, 6 out of 10. Which, I know 6 out of 10 is a very low bar, but it's literally better than, like, 98% of all other video game movies. Again, the one exception being Kirby. Or, not Kirby, Detective Pikachu. And there's probably, like, one other thing that I'm forgetting. But they announced today that not only are they making a third Sonic movie, but they're making a Sonic, like, TV show, and they may be doing, like, a Knuckles spinoff. I think that's counting your chickens just a little before they hatch. Because let's not forget, basically every movie right now is failing in the box office. Yeah, I know Spider-Man is about to become the highest grossing movie of all time. But even without that, that's the one exception. Literally everything else is failing at the box office. Oh, we could get more carrots. No, we don't need more carrots. I mean, we're gonna take these, obviously, but, yeah, we don't need more carrot plants. Yeah, I decided not to do that. Oh, is that a money tree? Oh, that's interesting. But yeah, no, I think announcing a third Sonic movie... Like, I know TV shows do this shit all the time, where they're like, oh, here, we're gonna announce both the next... we're gonna announce that we've already... before the first season has aired, we're going to announce that we've renewed it for a second season. And maybe even a third season. It's like, that's a little too counting your... carts before your horses before your carts, you know? So I don't... Ugh, gosh. It's $1,000. Yeah. But yeah, and a Knuckles... Like, I don't need a Knuckles spin-off. Just... I mean, I guess there's... If you do Chaotix, I would accept it. Victor, the other one, and Knuckles. I'd be like, yeah, I guess I'd be fine with that. But I'd much rather see a Sonic 3... Like, Knuckles better be there. And they better, like, team up to stop Chaos or... I don't know, some other Sonic villain. Some other primordial evil Sonic Force thing. Right? I mean, of course, Jim Carrey as Eggman. Again, he's hamming it up, he's having fun, and he actually enjoys playing the role. Like, that's why Jim Carrey signed on to do the second one, because he was like, oh yeah, no, Eggman's actually kind of fun to play. So, and it's not like too high stress, it's not like he has to do Grinch makeup every day. I mean, in this one he has a mustache, but I'm sure it's not that bad. I don't know, it's Hollywood, you never know actually what's too bad. Like, how much stress some of these things take. Yeah, no, if they were to... I think, like, another logical step would be to do Chaos. Oh, fruit pizza. Yummy, yummy. Fruit pizza. Yummy, yummy. Fragrance diffuser. Is this... It doesn't matter. That seems to be all that's here. There was a single money tree. But yeah... Yeah, I think Chaos would make sense, right? The weird blob thing. Because, like, I wouldn't do whatever the villains of Lost World were called, and... Or, you know what else makes sense? Shadow the Hedgehog. But you can work Shadow the Hedgehog into the story of Chaos. And I also want you to throw in Metal Sonic. Because Metal Sonic is awesome. If you know me, you know I like a nature-based character who has a villain that is a man-made robot. Because it's that technology versus nature thing. And you better believe that applies to Metal Sonic. Like, if it applies to Godzilla, who is, again, a force of nature that has a robot villain that is made by humans, it also applies to Sonic, who is a nature, like, guardian, who has a villain that is a robot. Oh, you better believe I like Metal Sonic. So yeah, introduce Metal Sonic and do Shadow. Fighting Chaos, it's specifically, like, I guess you would divide it into, like Eggman is dealing with Metal Sonic, meanwhile Chaos is dealing with, Shadow, and... Again, they start off as, like, enemy... Because I'm pretty sure in this new one, Knuckles is going to start off as an enemy before becoming a friend. And I say you do the same thing for, Shadow. Now, of course, will Shadow be a clone thingy that there was the little girl and he hates Eggman's grandpa or something like that? God, I don't remember what the fuck is going on with... I've played Sonic Adventures, and God, I don't even remember what's going on. And then you introduce all the Sonic supporting cast, like the Bat, Rouge the Bat, Cream the Rabbit. Actually, you could totally do like Cream the Rabbit and like a Knuckles Chaotix. I could see that. Like that's where you put in the Chows as like a side joke. Even if this is a new one, if they put in the Chows as a side joke, I'd be fine with that. Yeah, Big the Cat. Yeah, Big the Cat. Voiced by Aaron Hansen. Oh my gosh, could you imagine other Sonic characters with probably just the stupid names? Oh god, Silver the Hedgehog, who has a giant palm, like a giant palm on his forehead, and he teams up with is her name Esper the cat? It's Blaze the cat. Blaze the cat, yeah. That'd be a fourth one. That'd be a fourth Sonic movie. Silver the Hedgehog has come from the future to stop Sonic from destroying the universe and defeating the Terragaiamus that turns him into a werewolf. Because, yeah, not everything needs to be a cinematic universe. But, you know, one of the things that, again, this is not the only reason, but one of the reasons DC fails where Marvel succeeds is because Marvel knows how to have fun. Whereas DC, the best DC movies are the ones that are having fun. Shazam, Birds of Prey. Okay, Aquaman wasn't all fun, but it had its moments, and that's good enough for me. You know, I don't feel like being too picky about Again, Aquaman found a balance that was, I thought, made the movie fine. I wasn't like Sonic. I wasn't blown away by Aquaman, but I didn't hate it either. Oh, our watering can broke. Okay, we gotta buy a new one. And then we got a Mario Brothers movie, which I think they officially confirmed today that the Mario Brothers movie is called the Super Mario movie. I think that was officially confirmed today. $181. Wow, that's. I mean, I guess that's probably a small spike at least. It might be a large spike, but that's probably a small spike at the minimum. That could be the peak of the small spike, honestly. Or at least, I mean, yeah, it probably is the peak of a small spike. It's definitely, it's either the peak of a small spike or the middle of a, or like the segment right before a large spike. Here's a gift, Sid. But yeah, anything else? I'm sure there's a bunch of shit I'm forgetting. There's happened on news-ish things that have happened over the past few days. Okay, here's the news that broke like an hour ago. Nintendo is shutting down Wii U and 3DS purchases in late March last year. This is just kind of the nature of digital storefronts. Eventually, these digital storefronts will shut down. I know that's a year from now, but that still means these so like all these like games on 3DS that you might have always wanted to play, you have a year to get them. And I know there's something in Europe. I don't know if it might also be in North America, but I know for sure it's in Europe, where you can't buy, you can't like put a credit card on the 3DS eShop anymore. If you want to get money on the 3DS eShop, you have to specifically buy those like eShop cards and use those. You can't just put like a credit card on them anymore. I don't know, it might be the same in North America, it might be different, but I'm pretty sure that's how it works in Europe nowadays. And yeah, that just makes things all ever the more so complicated. Yeah, sure. But yeah, starting, let's see, Wario 64, starting May 23rd, 2022, it will no longer be possible to add a credit card, or to use a credit card to add funds to the 3DS Wii U eShop. Starting August 29th, 2022, no longer possible to use eShop cards to add funds to 3DS eShop. It will be possible to redeem codes to March 2023. So yeah, if there are any games on the Wii or 3DS eShops that you have not gotten at this point, and you have either one of those consoles, I would recommend you do that now or as soon as possible. Like, I probably actually should get some things. Again, it would be great if they put up like a sale. Like, hey, here's your last chance to get some of these great titles right now. Especially, yeah, if, like before May. Because like there are certain, like, I don't think I only own out of like the Pushmo series. I think they made 3 Pushmo games. I only own one of them on the 3DS. I would like to get the other 2 Pushmo games. What other games? Pocket Card Jockey. I actually think, did I buy that one eventually? I think I did. But yeah, Pocket Card Jockey was a great, it's like a solitaire game that's about like racing horses. And it's really good. It's made by, I think, Game Freak. Is it Harmo Knight? Which is the one about like, I think is also made by Game Freak. That's like about music. It had, oh gosh, it had some sort of famous composer, but I don't remember who. Yeah, I'm sure there are games on 3DS that it's like, yeah, you should probably own these games. Oh, hey, it's Whitney. Same thing with Wii U. Like, if you want any of, like, right now, we are in a... If you want old games, you are in a terrible position. So, like, if there are any, like, old games you want, and you can own... And, like, it's... In the real world, it's like, oh, you want a physical copy? Oh, it's $100. You want a digital copy through the eShop? It's like 10. Still overpriced, but not nearly as overpriced. So, like, oh god, if you have a Wii U, I highly recommend picking up Pikmin 1 and 2 on the Wii U Virtual Console. Because I think getting the games IRL, like disc versions of the Wii games, of the Wii ports of Pikmin 1 and 2, probably well over $100 each. Probably. I haven't checked that in a while. It might be cheaper. I think the GameCube version of Pikmin 1 I always remember being a little cheaper. Not Pikmin 2, definitely. But on the 3DS, I think both games are probably going to cost you $20. Metroid Prime 3, same thing. I know you can probably get a Metroid Prime trilogy for cheap, and supposedly they're remaking it. But I know, oh god, am I going to have to bust out the Wii U? Shit. God, I think my Wii U is all out of storage space, though. Ew. I can probably just god. I could uninstall stuff, but I know that'll make stuff run worse. God, I should set it as a goal right now to finish Xenoblade Chronicles X I really should just be like, hey, before, like, I have to finish Xenoblade Chronicles X as soon as possible. Because that takes like 10 gigs. Like, seriously, that's a huge expansion. I don't know. I guess I'll figure it out, but... I mean, we all kind of knew this was coming. Eventually, it'll be here before we notice, and it sucks that, yeah, you'll no longer be able to do credit cards as of, like, May, I mean. Yeah, again, it's this, and this goes for any company that does shit like this. Like, PlayStation tried to do this with the PS3 and the Vita last year. This is, if they're not going to give you easy way to download these games, you have to find other ways. Right? If they're going to take all this stuff out the market, we archive what we can. Because games aren't seen as art. And because of that, the archival of games is very hard. It's a very complicated thing because games aren't viewed as art. And like if they were viewed as art, this would probably be very different. But no, instead they're products. And products have shelf lives. Oh, Spider-Man has surpassed Avatar as the third best-selling highest, or the third highest grossing movie at the box office, domestic box office. Okay, that was earlier today. Yeah, oh my gosh. But yeah, that's where we're gonna end off today. You know, I did what I wanted. Actually, technically I did something different, but that's fine. Huh. Yeah. I'm sure there was some. Did you know we never talked about the Oscars? I always meant to, because even though I do not, like, I'm done watching the Oscars, I still think it's an interesting list of movies to watch. Like, there's one, is it Kudo? Something like that, where I read a description of it, and I was like, oh my gosh, that sounds really good. I think it's about, like, I think her family is deaf, but she really likes singing. And as a result, she has to deal with, like, the biases that come from her, like, family. And I'm like, oh my god, that sounds really good. So, yeah, I'm totally interested in that, but I don't see it playing at any theaters nearby, so... But yeah, there's a bunch of other Oscar movies, some of which I've seen, like Doom and Don't Look Up. But others of which I need to watch still. I'll get around to it. But yeah, I've been meaning to talk about the Oscars for like a week now, and probably even longer. I just kept forgetting, because I think we just kept getting distracted. But yeah, with that, that's where we're going to end off. I'll be back tomorrow doing whatever. Yeah, I don't know what we're doing tomorrow, but I'll figure it out. You know, it's back to Animal Crossing. We actually are coming up on a milestone soon. A very important date for Animal Crossing, but that's still in a few days. With that, I hope you all enjoyed. Stay tuned for more. Until next time, peace.